Hi, Andy Nelson. Today I'm going to talk about a third way that you can torpedo your trademark. In other words, something that you want to avoid. This deals with failure to register your trademark. Now, you've heard this from me before and you've read this elsewhere. You do not need to register your trademark to have trademark rights. As a matter of fact, trademark rights in the US are created by actual use, adoption and correct use, that is, of a trademark in commerce begins to build rights. But here's the issue. When you just build trademark rights that way, you're limited in some respects, largely on geography. That is, your goods and services, your mark is going to protect those or be associated or be exclusive to those goods and services, really where you are located and possibly in your kind of natural close area of expansion and any other place where you've really got a presence. So even if you're online, you say, "Oh, I'm everywhere." Well, you're not really. You may be offering everywhere, sorta, but you probably don't have a reputation, a real mark awareness in all spaces. So the issue that comes up, and I have seen this many a time, is that if you start building rights that way, which is a fantastic way, and really the only way you can build trademark rights, you have these aspirations, you want to grow, and maybe you're going to register later. And the benefit of registration, one of them is a nationwide fence around your trademark so you can grow into the space without being worried that other people are going to pop up. Well, that is what happens sometimes. So if you just build your rights without registering them, what you might find is over time there may be others who adopt either the same mark or a similar mark. It can still be a similar mark, but an infringing mark because it may lead to consumer confusion in different parts. You pick your geography. It might be different parts of the country, but it might even be different parts of your state, relatively even close to you. And you may not have superior trademark rights because in your area, you certainly do. But in a place where you're not really offering your goods and services, not selling your goods and services, they're not being consumed, you may have problems enforcing. That may limit your ability to grow and really, frankly, maintain an exclusive identity. So registration typically solves all of that. A federal registration, like I said, one of the benefits is it establishes a nationwide presumption of ownership and validity of your mark in connection with the goods or services that you offer. So huge benefit. And not doing it leaves you exposed potentially to others who might pop up, and you can do very little about it, unfortunately. So mistake number 3 to avoid, if it makes sense, that is, and it's a complicated question, so you shouldn't use this video to say, I must get a registration. It's a question you should talk about with an advisor, but it could be a huge mistake not to when it makes a lot of sense to do it in your case. If it makes sense to do it in your case, you get great benefits from it, and you are going to avoid potentially disastrous, and I have seen this too, effects or results by having a lot of other folks pop up when that was never your intention at all. Of course, you wanted to adopt your mark to have an exclusive identity, probably everywhere, unless you're a very localized business that's not going to grow. You were looking to grow or are looking to grow throughout your state, throughout your greater geography, and potentially across the entire U.S. To ensure that you can do that safely, the best thing you can do really is apply for and hopefully successfully obtain a federal trademark registration from the United States Patent and Trademark Office. That goes for not only folks domiciled in the U.S., but folks outside the U.S. as well who want to do business in the U.S. Anyway, that's it. If you have any questions about this video, drop me a note, put a comment below. And if somebody you know would benefit from the contents of this video, please feel free to share it. Until the next one, have a good one. Bye-bye.